Okay, so now we have the assault on Cherel Shredder. First, Monkey Fist comes in and challenges him. You get this really good sword fight edited here. Then Macbeth shows up. So Hun comes in for reinforcements, and all the swordplay is done really well. Fukushima shows up for one scene, just long enough to suck at life. And then you get the most narcissistic elevator I have ever seen in my life. Shaped like Cherel's human cyborg head. So they chase him to the lower levels. Where it turns out Kane is waiting for him. Kane finally gets to do something after all that setup.
Just in time for the complete operational diagnostic of my prototype tank.
And you know what? Cobra Industries also hates Shredder. So Destro rolls out. But here's the thing. He and Macbeth get so caught up in their old rivalry that they completely forget that they're supposed to be beating up on the Shredder and start beating up on each other instead. Okay, I know that's probably not what happened really, but that's what it looks like to me. I'm like, you guys, there is a bigger bad here you were both trying to take down. Is this settling this really so important to you? You have to just let Cherel go. I love how Macbeth can hold his own while Destro is riding a freaking tank. It's like, why wouldn't you die? I have a tank! Well, it helps that Macbeth is immortal. Quasi-immortal. So, Monkey Fist is left having to deal with Cherel because nobody else is helping on that front because they're all too busy beating each other up. So when Hun starts to suspect things aren't on the up and up. Oh no! And everyone's like, ew! And Xanatos is just like, huh, interesting. That line! You know how they say every woman has trace amounts of testosterone? When that line was uttered, it made all of them line right up, because that is like one of the manliest things ever said. I have a gun that shoots a snake.
It's time to bid you adieu.
Because Cobra Industries is only here because of Stockman, remember? And Stockman gets his coup de grace.
You apart piece by piece. A lovely irony, wouldn't you say?
So, is Cherel done? Well, that still leaves Demona and Baroness to start trying to backstab each other as fast and as hard as humanly possible. Or gargoylely possible. I told you I did not trust that woman, Commander. Russian accents are hard. Everybody's got a backup gambit. This could be kind of a fan service battle, you know, with Baroness versus Demona. Coldstone gets brought out of obscurity again to have a little face-off. Mindbender hacks the computer in his head. Owen! Yeah, Puck has to do a lot of teleporting this time around because he's actually got two big battles that he's got to be part of. This is just one of them. And finally, the rivalry we've all been waiting for.
Trusting the elimination of my enemies to mere underlings, but an effective leader trusts himself.
How does Xanatos apply to this?
I must say these last-minute upsets you keep handing me are becoming irritating.
Irritating! That's all Xanatos thinks of this. Irritating. We finally get Cobra Commander versus Xanatos in their mech suits. Fox comes along for the ride as well because Xanatos Fox OTP forever.
You will address me as Commander. Cobra Commander.
Throughout this whole thing, I was thinking, if either one of the Xanatoses die, I want to see the other die too. I don't want either of them to be left alone. I would like them to go together or not at all. That is how I feel about them. That is how hard I ship them. Goodbye, Cobra Commander! It looks like all our troubles are over for the Xanatos side. Or are they? As it turns out, Terrell has a bigger, badder mech! So basically, you know, with a little interim space... Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. With an interim break, what we basically have is Cobra Commander versus David Xanatos versus Terrell Shredder. And I love how Macbeth just sits back and watches Xanatos die. Well, Xanatos doesn't actually die. But Terrell starts killing Xanatos and Macbeth's just like, I wish I could do something, and just stands there. Karai tries to play to his emotional side, but Terrell has no emotional side, so this doesn't work. That was actually pulled from a deleted scene. And then a Deus Ex Machina from space! Zurg and Human Shredder fly over the battlefield. And Human Shredder has had enough of Terrell, so it's time to send down the space laser that will end him. I love that victory pose because those things in his hands make it look like he's giving the rock on gesture. And so, Terrell Shredder and Co-Commander are down, and Puck has to hurry if he wants to keep his appointment over at Bald Mountain. I will see you in the next part of round 15.